hello, Facebook family. I hope all of you are doing well, doing well. I'm going to wait on people to jump on. So I'll give you guys a second. All right. All right. Okay. So, hello to everyone that is joining me on this Facebook Live. I'm definitely not going to be on here long, but I just wanted to come on and do a quick part two to the Facebook Live I did the other day, titled I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. And in that particular Facebook Live, just to kind of summarize it, I talked about how, along this journey, we go through different things, and we tend to lean towards the viewpoint of, kind of why me, right? Like, I didn't ask for this. Like, why me? Why do I have to go through it? But what we fail to realize sometimes and remember is that, this life is not our own, right? Like, the things that we go through are not for, things that we go through are not just to go through it. It is possible that it could be to help somebody else. And the journey is not so that we could be made known, so that our name could be made known throughout the earth. Is so that God's name can be made known throughout the earth. And so, we have to kind of take the emphasis off of what's comfortable and off of what we desire and off of what we want. And we have to put it on God and remember that, yes, He has great blessings and great things for us, great promises that are yet to come. But there are also things in this journey that are going to be uncomfortable. It is not going to feel good. It's not going to make any sense. It's not going to fit in with our logic and what we think. But it's not about us. That's the truth. It's not about us. It's about God. And as we continue on in this journey, God will give us the strength and the peace and the wisdom and the strategy to accomplish His will. So that's a gist of what I talked about in the first Facebook Live, but I wanted to do a quick part two. And the question that I want you to ask yourself is, am I conquering or am I just coasting? And I know conquering may not necessarily be a word, but just go with me. Am I conquering or am I coasting? What do I mean? So when you conquer something, you overcome it, right? You win. You have the victory over something. But when you're coasting, I looked up the definition of to coast, and it means to move without power. To move without power. So I want you to ask yourself, am I conquering? Am I overcoming? Am I winning? Right? Am I walking in victory? Or am I just doing what's necessary to get by every day in this journey? And I want you to think about all the areas of your life. Think about your finances. Think about your relationships. If you're married, if you're dating, even in your friendships, in your career, in the assignment that God has given you, just in this journey in general, or on this journey in general, are you conquering or are you just coasting, right? Are you moving with intentionality? Are you moving with a sense of urgency, a sense of, this is my assignment. This is my thing. This is what's been put in my hands to do. And you can just kind of go through it, and you can just do what's enough to get by, or you can move with a sense of purpose and see a greater impact. So I just came from working out at the gym, right? And if you've worked out for any length of time, even if it's just for one day, for 20, 30 minutes, you understand that there's a big difference between working out and being very intentional with what you're doing. You have the right form, the right technique. You are targeting the muscles. You're tensing your muscles. All of what they tell you to do, versus just saying, you know what, I got to check this off my list. So let me just go ahead and do this little quick 20, 30 minute workout, and I'm gonna be done. Now, a 20, 30 minute workout can feel very different from a person that is intentional about that 20, 30 minutes and saying, I'm going to give 100% during this time, versus the person that's like, I just want to do it so I can say that I did it and get it off my list for the week. I'm not really trying to put a lot of effort into what I'm doing. And when you do that, there's a difference. You feel that difference at the end, right? So today we did a new, we used a machine that we've never used before. It's like a rowing machine. And so I've never been in a boat and done any, well, did I? No, I didn't. So anyway, it was like a rowing machine, right? So you literally are holding onto the bar and your legs and everything is moving at the same time. Like it works your entire body. It works your entire body, right? So there were moments of rest and there were moments of going hard. So in those going hard moments, my trainer was pushing me and he wanted a certain thing. He wanted me to go up to a particular, number. And I had to push really hard in order for me to achieve that goal. But on my rest period, I was able to just chill and I was still moving, but I wasn't really focused on my muscles and my body and what my body was doing and making sure that I'm getting the most out of that time. Right? And so a lot of times we find ourselves in seasons where we're just resting. Right? Now, I'm not against a season of rest. I'm not against a season of putting some things down so that you can just rest and get refreshed, and that the Lord can speak clearly to you and give you strategy for your next season, for your next level. I'm not against it. But a lot of times we stay in that rest period way too long and we find ourselves going in cycles and wondering, why am I repeating the same cycle? Why does it seem like I'm going around the same mountain? Well, my question to you is, are you conquering or are you coasting? Because if you are going through the same cycles over and over and over and over and over again, it could be that you have not put in the necessary power, the necessary intentionality. You're not moving with a sense of urgency. You're not focused on, this is my assignment and I got to get this thing done. You're not looking at it like my days are numbered. You're looking at it like, well, I got tomorrow, I have next week. And so when we say things like that, like I'm gonna work out tomorrow because I don't feel like working out today, or I'm going to start my eating right tomorrow, or I'm going to get my finances together tomorrow. When we do things like that, we don't move with power. And so we find ourselves 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, going through the same cycle and wondering, God, where are you in this? God, what are you doing in this? And God is like, I've already told you what I need you to do. I told you 3 months ago what you need to do. But you have to be the person to get up and move with power. You cannot just coast and think that everything is going to just is going to move and grow in the direction that God desires for it to grow, and even in the visions that God has given you on where it can go. We have to be intentional. The Bible says that faith without works is dead, be it alone. There's no way I can sit here and say that, Lord, I want X, Y, and Z for my family, and I do nothing behind it. There's no way that I can sit here and say, Lord, I desire to pay off debt. I desire to be able to open up a dance academy for at-risk youth. I can't say these things and then come home every day and just kind of say, you know what, I'm just too tired to do anything. We have to move with purpose, with a sense of urgency. And not only that, but we have to keep in mind, what is my focus? What is my goal, right? I told you guys earlier that I just came from the gym. I have a goal. I have a goal in mind. And if I keep working with that goal in mind, and giving 100% every single time I come to work out, whether it's 20 minutes or whether it's 2 hours, I'm going to see that goal accomplished. Like, I'm moving in the direction of that goal. I'm moving in the direction of what I desire to see for myself. And so again, I ask you, are you conquering? Are you winning? When's the last time you measured your growth? When's the last time you measured, have I grown in this area? You know, that's something that we should, I'm an analytical person. If any one of my friends are on here, anybody on here that knows me, knows that I am analytical. Goodness. You know, and so I'm a thinker, you know, and I'm always, whether I say it or not, I'm always analyzing myself, and I'm always looking at, you know, Paula, have you grown in this area? You know, I know my weak points. I know where I was a year ago in my communication skills. I know where I was a year ago in my ability to handle pressure and handle criticism. I know where I was a year ago in the way that I even viewed myself. And so I'm constantly looking at myself and analyzing and saying, have I grown? Do I still handle pressure the same way? You know, when things come my way, do I still have that same, you know, perspective of what I can and cannot handle, or have I grown in that area, you know? And so I just want you guys to remember that, you know, no matter what we go through, no matter what's in front of us, no matter what we face, everything that we need, whatever it is that we need to overcome, to win, to grow, to expand, to, there's the word I'm looking for, to just get better, it's already inside of us. But we have to move with power. We have to move with intentionality. We have to give 100%. Even when our body is tired, we have to pull on the Spirit and get the strength that we need to do what we are called to do. It is already inside of you. It's already inside of you. And it's not for us. This is not about us. This is about God. This is about souls being saved. This is about people seeing Christ in and through us. This is about somebody coming off of the ledge of suicide because they see us moving in our journey, and we come to that place where we meet them and we're able to share our story, and that changes their entire life. This is not a game, y'all. This is not a game. This is real life. This is real life. And God is waiting. You know, he's waiting on you. He's waiting on me. Yet we've given our yes. We're submitted. He has our heart. But it's time for us to move with power. It's time for us to conquer. It's time for us to stop living in this place of complacency and what's comfortable and thinking that that is going to yield different results. It doesn't. It doesn't. Staying in a place of complacency and what's comfortable is not going to yield different results year after year, day after day. You're going to get the same results. It's not until you decide to move out of what's comfortable and move out of that place of complacency and that place of procrastination. When you decide that there's more to be done and I'm not going to rest until it's done, that's the place that God desires for us to be in. Again, I'm not against rest. We all need it. But when that period is over, we have to get up and we have to move. We have to get up and we have to move like lives depend on it, because they do. They do. So I hope that this in some way encouraged you guys. If you have not purchased my first book called Beautiful Arise, you can find it on my website at www.beautifularise.com, or you can find it on Amazon. Or if you are in the Atlanta area, I invite you to come to my church, Embassy International Worship Center, 325 Fulton Industrial Circle, Wednesdays and Sundays. We would love to have you. Shout out to my church. We are celebrating 6 years, you guys. I'm super excited. So Sunday, we're going to party. We're going to celebrate. I'm so excited. If you're in the Atlanta area, again, 325 Fulton Industrial Circle, this Sunday at 11 a.m. I would love to see you there to celebrate with us. You can get a copy of my book, my pastor's books. You know, everybody got books. And so just come and celebrate with us. But again, you guys, my challenge to you is move with purpose. Let's conquer. Let's stop coasting. Let's just stop going. Let's stop going through like we don't have an assignment and like there's nothing to do. We got to get up and we got to move with power. We got to move with power. Okay. We got to move with power. So let's go. Let's start. Not tomorrow, but let's start right now. When you get off this Facebook Live, first of all, make sure you share it. Make sure you share it. But when you're done sharing and you're done with Facebook for the night, let's move with power. Get in God's face. Do what you have to do. And let's build the kingdom of God together. So I'm so excited that you guys joined me on this Facebook Live today. Or tonight, this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday night. And I will talk to you guys soon.